I hope few of you guys have joined through Hangout and some of you may be watching via YouTube link. So welcome all of you for the second session on in Lightning Development series. So as we talked yesterday, we'll be seeing few things today. So first thing we will be seeing is what we are going to make in next 14 days. So like we all should be aware about which application we are going to develop in next 14 days. So first we will see that apart from that we will be seeing few things like how to apply the CSS style sheet on your Lightning component, why we should avoid using HTML component in your Lightning components or in your Lightning code, and we will be creating a basic Lightning component as well using a Lightning namespace components. So this will be our first component in our application which we'll be making for next 14 days. So without further ado, let's start the second session. I hope most of you guys have already joined. So before beginning, so let's recap what we have learned yesterday. So we have learned the basics of Lightning Component Framework, what Lightning Component Framework is, uh, how it is written. It is written on top of Aura Framework. We have seen the options to deploy your Lightning component across Salesforce ecosystem. So like we have seen that your Lightning component can be deployed in communities, it can be deployed in your Lightning standalone app, it can be deployed in your Lightning experience in your Salesforce mobile app, and it can be deployed externally as well. Then we have seen the 8 files of Lightning component bundle. What is the use of those 8 files? What is the purpose of each file and how these files talks to each other? Then we also have created a simple Lightning component using HTML tags. We have created a hello world component by simply giving a HTML tag inside that component. Also, in the end, we have learned about the Lightning App Builder, where we deployed our test component using Lightning App Builder on the contact record page. So this is what we have done yesterday. I hope you have done your hands-on yesterday, and you all maybe are familiar with these topics by now. So let's move on. So what we'll be learning today. So today again we will be having few lab exercise along with the theory part, or we can say the functional part. So first thing, we will be learning how to apply style sheet on your Lightning component markup. Second thing, we'll be learning like why we should avoid using HTML component. Why am I saying avoid using HTML component, where we have created a simple hello world component yesterday itself using HTML components? So I will talk about that later on, why we should avoid using those. Then we will be seeing how to use your Chrome browser or your desktop browser to test your component in Salesforce mobile. Then in the end, we will be creating our car search form component. So this is the first Lightning component that we'll be making for the Lightning application that we'll be building for next 14 days. The lab exercise will include all these 4 topics. So like we will be learning these topics in theory as well as in a lab exercise as well. So we'll be doing the live coding for these particular topics, and we will be checking like how to uh, test your component in Chrome browser as well. So as I told you yesterday, I'll be showing you the application that we'll be making for next 14 days. So this is the application that we'll be making. So the application name will be Rent a Car. So it's a simple Lightning application where you will have around 7 to 8 Lightning components, and they all will be talking to each other to give you a proper business experience or a proper UI. So this is what I was talking about, a single page architecture application. So you will be seeing your cars that you can rent along with the car properties, their reviews, their current location and everything on the single page. So this particular application will have I guess 7 to 8 or maybe more than that Lightning components. We'll be making all those throughout these 14 days, and in the end we'll be having this good looking rent a car application with us. So I hope this gets you guys excited now about learning the Lightning component. and how to develop those. So let's move on now. So the first topic will be how to apply style sheet on your Lightning component, or how to style your Lightning component. So why do we need to style your Lightning component when they uh, simply look good enough for a better user experience? So if you directly include your Lightning component, let's say Lightning button or Lightning formatted text, or let's say Lightning select list and everything, they already look simple enough or stylish enough to give you a better user experience. So why do we need to style those? So let's say your user experience demand a different UI than what your Lightning experience gives you. So Lightning framework allows you to apply your custom style sheet on all the Lightning components. So adding a style sheet, as I told you, is simple enough by simply using the style.css file in the Lightning component bundle. It should be fourth or fifth file, I'm not sure, but I shown you yesterday the 8 files inside the Lightning component bundle. So a style file is one of those. So we'll be using a style file to style those Lightning components. Then we'll be seeing how to apply the style sheet on top level component and indirect descendants. So you can simply apply the style sheet on the top level component by simply using dot this. So this is a keyword supplied by the Lightning framework itself. This represents your current page or current markup. So dot this you already always has to use. So after dot this, you can simply give the class name of top level component. So let's say you have a div element in your body. So you can simply, and inside your div element you have a class called abc. So you can simply give dot this dot abc, and the style sheet will be applied on that particular component. Let's say you have some indirect descendants, or we can say one level div component. So inside your div, let's say you have another div, or let's say you have nested div inside a particular div. So how to style those components? So there is a minor change in this one. So instead of dot this dot class name, we will give a space between dot this and dot class name. So it will be like dot this space dot class name, and the style sheet will be applied on that particular component. So yeah, so let's do this. Let's style our Lightning component using style sheet. So I hope you, if you have attended yesterday's session, you may be aware, like we will be uh, doing the lab exercise live on the session itself. So you should have your laptop open with you along with your developer or signed in, so that we can perform all these exercises. So where we left yesterday, we have designed this test HTML component with normal HTML tags and a Lightning component as well. The name of the component was Lightning colon formatted text, just to show you how this Lightning component works. So this is what we have designed yesterday. But if you see, I have made some changes in this component. So your component may look different than what you are seeing on the screen right now. So if you test this component, I'm just using the same Lightning page that we have deployed yesterday on the contact record page. But if you do see, I have included many things here. So if you see, like my text is having shadow as well, and it is in different color as well. So this is coming from the style sheet. It's not coming from your normal markup. So what we have done, I have defined a class for each component. So this is how you do. So yesterday we had this component called p. It was like this. So let me remove this. Let me remove everything, and let me comment this one as well. Save it, and let me refresh this page. Okay, so this is how you were seeing it yesterday. It's a normal simple text. There is no style sheet applied on this. It's a normal text in black font, and all of them having the same kind of size. None of them is having any shadow and everything. So let's say if you want to style these components, how you can do this. So first of all, you need to give a class name to your component which you want to style. So let's say you want to style this paragraph text. So you can give any class name to this paragraph text by simply writing class, by simply using class attribute. So just type in class and give any name what you want. I'll give paragraph here. You can give any name what you want. After giving this class name, click on the style file. So this is the fourth file in your component bundle. Click on the style file. The system will take you to the .css file. Here if you see, as I said earlier, you need to use .this. After that you again need to give a dot along with your class name. So my class name is paragraph. Let me double make sure like it's the same. So simply copy paste it there so that you do not make any typo mistake here. So what I'm trying to do here, so I'm talking about dot this means I'm talking about the component markup. This is the complete component markup. In this markup I'm trying to find a class name with the name of paragraph. So the your program will come here on this particular class, and what it will do, it will simply put a text shadow with the red color with the pixel size of 3 pixel and 2 pixel. So it is the depth and width of your shadow. So it will simply style this particular component. So if you save it again and reload your page, you should be able to see your text with a red shadow. Yeah, it's coming in red shadow. But if you see here, the rest of the two texts are still a plain simple text because we have not given them any class name yet, and we have not defined the style sheet for those. So let's simply give the class name to these as well. So let's say if I want to style this div element and then I want to style, or let's say don't style this div element, let's style this paragraph again, and then this third paragraph again. So I'll simply change the class name because I want to apply different style sheet here. So I given them the paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 class name, and I'm going in the style sheet again. Here I have written some code for paragraph 1 class and paragraph 2 class. So the class with the name of paragraph 1 should have a text color as green, and the font style should be bold, and a class with the name of paragraph 2 should be in the color of white, and the font style should be bold. Now what you will notice, so if you talk about this particular paragraph element, this is the top level component right after your aura component. So there is no other component above this. So we can say this is a top level component. This div is also a top level component, and again this div is also a top level component. So line 3, line 5 and line 9, these three component are top level component, but as soon as you nest your component inside other component, it's not a top level component, and we can say it's a direct independent of the top level component. So applying the style sheet on these components will be different than how you can apply it on the top level component. It does not matter how many level deep you want to go. So let's say here your p tag is one level deep, but here your p tag is two level deep from top level component. You always need to use this particular technique to style all those components which are more than one level deep. So instead of giving it like this dot paragraph 1, simply put on a space in between and then save it. So you need to give a space between this keyword and dot uh, class keyword, and you should be able to design your component with the style sheet. So let me just remove the space component first and then save it again just to check out the output. So let me just simply check out the output like this. Let's see if it makes any difference or not. No, it did not make any difference. So what we need to do, we need to give a space between your this keyword and the dot class name. So let me give the space name. So keep in mind I'm giving a space name for both one level deep component and the two level deep component, because it does not matter how many level deep you are going. You just simply need to give one space and the system will know, okay, your component is one level deep, one or more level deep. So click save, reload the page again, and I think you should be able to see the next color in green and white with the bold style, with bold font style. Yep. So the second component is coming in green now, and the third paragraph is coming in white now. Both of them are bold in font style. So this is how you can apply the style sheet on a component. Please do practice this today. Apply as many style sheet as you can, because you need to design your lightning component based on your business requirement or based on your business case. So it's not always required that you use out of that you use the same style sheet that is being supplied out of the box to you. You may have to design your component. So do practice this today after the session. So let's move on for the second exercise or the second topic. So now, why we need to avoid using HTML tags? So we have created our first lightning component using HTML tags. We are using the div tag, we are using the p tag. Why we need to avoid using those tags? So the thing is, lightning component also supplies these component to you out of the box. So let's say you are using a HTML button, and that HTML button will have the normal classic, I won't use the word classic, is the normal, it will have the normal HTML look and feel that you see everywhere. But if you want to show your button as the lightning button, or we can say with the lightning look and feel, then you must use lightning colon button. So the lightning style sheet, or SLDS, what we say, Salesforce Lightning Design System, will automatically apply to your lightning button here if you use lightning colon button instead of normal HTML button. So what are the advantages does the out of the box lightning component gives you? First of all, the automatic SLDS will get applied to all of your component. You don't have to give your classes, give multiple class name to style your button or style your HTML component here. Simply use the normal lightning component and the SLDS will be applied there by default. Second thing is, these are more secure and optimized for performance. So what Salesforce has done, or what Aura framework or Lightning framework has done, they have used your HTML framework and they have uh, designed it in such a way that it is more secure and more optimized uh, if it is being used in the Salesforce system. So it will give you better performance than your normal HTML components gives you. Third thing is, using the lightning component simplify your job by providing some out of the box functionality that you may have to create with HTML text. So what do I mean by this? So yesterday we have seen this Suite.app, and there we were checking about lightning colon button. So we did see like there were five type of buttons. So let's check that application again. So yeah, so I was talking about these buttons. So there are five type of buttons, but if you check in the code, this we did not change much of the code. What we just change, we are simply changing the attribute called variant. So we are just playing with this attribute, and that's it. Then the normal style sheet gets applied. So if you give your variant name as base, so this kind of button you will get in return. If you give your variant name as brand, so you will get a blue color button. If you give your variant name as destructive, you will get a red color of button. And then if you give it success, then you will get a button in green. So you are not applying any style sheet, and you are not doing much of the work. All of these things are being supplied out of the box. So here these comes very handy when you need to avoid writing multiple lines of code, because all of these things are already being supplied by the lightning framework. The fourth thing is, the lightning components are designed in such a way that means the user with disabilities can also use it. So it's so while writing these components, they have kept in mind about the accessibility. so that the users with physical disabilities can also use it. So like similar to what Windows does. So let's say if a person cannot see, and if then Windows will speak to that person, like where you are clicking, what you are writing, and everything. So Lightning component is also being designed in such a way that you can use the components even uh, uh, if the person is having some kind of physical disabilities. Now again, let me show you the difference between a HTML component and a Lightning component. So you will see the clear difference, like why we need to avoid using the HTML text wherever it is possible. I'm not saying like stop using div tags or stop using your paragraph text, because we do not have those components in Lightning. But yeah, you can majorly avoid your Lightning, your normal HTML components like button, input form, input text, and everything that you see that you use in your HTML component. So in the second exercise, what we will do, we will create two button that I created here. So there's a so there are two button. One is a simple HTML button being written in HTML code by using button tag. So I have created a normal HTML button, and second thing is I have created a normal a Lightning button as well, with a variant called brand and a label called Lightning button. So these are the two buttons that I've created. So let's see the difference between those. First of all, the Lightning button will give you, with the variant brand, will give you this kind of look and feel which we are seeing here. So like this kind of blue button you will get with the white text in it. But what will this HTML button will give you? So let's save it. And again, I am not applying any style sheet on this button. If you see on the style file, I only have three classes defined here: paragraph, paragraph 1, and paragraph 2. I am not styling these component using my custom CSS. So whatever you will see on the screen is out of the box. So if you see here on your component part, so there are two button you must be seeing. One is HTML button and second is Lightning button. So the HTML button is giving you the same kind of HTML look and feel that you see in older days in 2000 or let's say in the earlier days of HTML. But the second button, Lightning button, is a normal is a very good looking button with a blue background and a white text in it. So it gives you a lightning UI kind of look and feel. So it's very easy to use this Lightning component. What I've done, instead of button, I simply use Lightning colon button. I have specified which type of button do I want to use. So this variant attribute will control the look and feel of your button, like which should it be red, blue, or green, and which color you want. And then label will specify the text on that particular button. So these are the two buttons that I created. So that's why you need to avoid using the normal HTML component, because they will give you the HTML kind of look and feel. And if you want to get the Lightning kind of look and feel, you have to specify multiple uh, classes, or you have to write your custom CSS classes to give the same look and feel which you are getting with this single line. So why to use those component if you can simply include the Lightning button as well? So this is the difference between a normal HTML component and a Lightning component. So let's move further. Yeah, so this part we could not cover yesterday, but let's do it today. So using your desktop browser to test your component in Salesforce Mobile. So for this, let's use Google Chrome developer tools to change the display size of your browser, or to change the display size to a mobile screen. And we will see how your component will look like in a Salesforce mobile app. And also we can toggle the mobile view to uh, tab view, or normal desktop view again using the Chrome browser. So let's do this part. So what we can do, so this is our component, this is how it is looking like. So let's do one thing. uh, right click on your page and click on inspect. I hope you are seeing this. So right click on your page and click on inspect. So there will be a window appearing from the bottom of your Chrome browser. So this kind of window you will be seeing with with many tabs called element, console, sources, network, and everything. So on the top left part, you must be seeing a icon with mobile device and a tab specified in it. So the name of this icon is toggle device toolbar. So simply click on this icon, and now you will be seeing your so if you see now, your lightning UI has been converted to, or your desktop UI has been converted to a Salesforce mobile UI. So it's as simple as that. You can simply select which kind of UI you want to see. If you want to render a screen size of iPhone X, you can simply click on iPhone X. If you want to use Pixel 2, you can simply click on Pixel 2. So this is what you can do as per your need. And you can reload the component as well, so it will show you the normal Salesforce mobile app. So if you see, the Salesforce mobile app logo is appearing now. So this is how you will see it in your Salesforce mobile app. So how it will look like, so if you go down, where did we include our component? Okay, one thing we did not do, we did not change the uh, UI, or we did not specify the UI for your mobile page. So that's why we are not seeing our custom component here. We need to include that component for Salesforce mobile app as well. That we did not do. So that's why we are not seeing it here. But yeah, the point is how you can see your component using your Chrome browser as a Salesforce mobile app. So this is how you can do it. Simply click on this toggle device bar icon, and you will be and your screen size will be reverted to a mobile size. And if it's a mobile size, it can be reverted back to your desktop size. So now if you see, this is how it is. It will be looking in a tab. So now I have converted it to a tab size, and let's switch back to browser, normal desktop browser now. Guys on Hangout, please do let me know if I'm moving too fast, and you can ask the question in between the session as well. But make sure you are unmuting yourself only to ask the question, and not generating a echo on this session. But yeah, you are allowed to ask the question in between the session as well. And please do let me know if I move too fast. Any questions till now? Because now we are going to develop our first car search form component.
Manish,
I
I have
don't
one
think.
question.
Yeah, yeah, Venki.
So in the style sheet, right? So what is the difference between the component in the paragraph and the component in the div? So what is the main purpose of defining a div component? So even if you don't define a div there, right, you're going to get the same output, correct?
Yep, yeah. So if you don't define the div here, you will get the same output. Why I included this div here? Just to show you the one level div component here. That's it. So now I'm creating like I am writing two div here, and then I'm including the paragraph tag here, just to show you that your paragraph tag is now two level deep from the top level component. You can remove this and you will get the same output. But as soon as you remove it, so it's good that you ask this question. Let me remove these two div tags. You will get the same output. Now what will happen? Your paragraph tag has become the top level component, as you see. So it's right under the aura component. So it has become the top level component. So the style sheet that you have applied to it using the space in between this tag and the class name will not get applied. Let's check it. So your third component should come in white text, but it won't come now because the style sheet will not be applied to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see, it's coming in black text now. It's not white anymore. So you can simply resolve this problem. So this is very hard to debug because it's a matter of a simple space bar here. So now what, how you can design it back to the white to the same style by simply removing this space here and save the component again. So removing this space will make sure that your lightning component framework, please mute yourself. So, so removing this component will allow you will allow the framework to check like this is the top level component and I need to find this component uh, uh, inside the first layer of the component. So the first layer will have this paragraph 2, and it will, as soon as it find the class name here, it will apply the style sheet and you should be able to see with the in the white text here. So let me refresh it again. Yeah, so now again it's coming in white text. So I hope I answered your question, Venki.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Manish.
Okay.
Manish, this
Anyone
is
else?
Snehal. Yeah, I have a question. So let's say
Yeah.
if you invoke style sheet at the parent level, will it be applicable to all the components defined inside that parent level? Can we?
So okay. So you want to see? Okay. So yeah, it's good that you ask your question. I got your question. So let me
Okay.
revert it back to the same stage. So let me give it. Let me specify my paragraph tag to inside two nested div tags. So your div tag will become the parent tag, right? This is your super parent tag. But we can say it's a super parent, or we can say the grandparent,
Mhm.
and this will be your parent tag, right? So
Yeah.
you are asking like if you define a style sheet here, will that get applied to the nested components as well or not, right?
Yes.
Yes, it will get applied. Yes, it will get applied until unless you override the style sheet by the nested component. So I'll show you this thing. So instead of including this paragraph 2 class here, let me remove it from here and let me include it here on the top level component. Once I include it, again I need to make sure, since it is a top level component, so I need to make sure there should not be any space in between. So since there is no space in between, let me simply refresh this page. Your text should still come in the white text, even though
Right.
we are not defining any specific style sheet to this paragraph text. It still should come in a in white text. So let me refresh it. Yes, it's still coming in white text. Now, how to override this? So let's say you do not want, let's say you have multiple nested components here. You want to see this paragraph text in white, but you do not want to see the second paragraph text in white. You want to see it in red color. So what you can do, you can give another class to this one by simply give another class, let's say paragraph 3, and save it. And now you need to define the style sheet for this paragraph class. So simply go on your style file and define the code for this paragraph 3 file as well. So simply copy the class name from here, define it here. And now what we need to make sure, your paragraph file is your paragraph component is a nested component, so we need to make sure we include a space in between. And then let's give it red in color. So control S. So what should happen, your div1 text should come in white, but your div2 text should come in red. So this is what should happen now. So okay, you won't see the changes for now. As I said yesterday as well, the lightning has some problem with the cache, client side cache. So you need to clear the cache every time before you check your component. So that's why you are not seeing, even after refreshing, you are seeing the same result that you were seeing previously. So let me clear the cache and now reload the page. Yeah, so if you
Okay.
see, your div1 is coming in white but your div2 is coming in red, because you have overwritten the parent style sheet using your nested style sheet. So you can always overwrite it, or you, if you want, you can apply it on the parent level as well.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So let's take further question at the end of the session, because we have already closed 35 minutes and we need to implement our first component as well. So if we get any time, I'll be taking further questions as well by the end of the session. Okay. So the guys on YouTube, I think we still have space for 2 or 3 more people on the Hangout. So you can try to join with Hangout link if you want, and you can ask your question. So we have covered this part. So now what we need to make, so no need to present the slide because so this is the first component that we'll be making today, search your car component. So let me go back and show you the output that we'll be creating for those 14 days, for these coming 14 days. So if you see this search your car component on the top left corner, so this is what we'll be making today. We won't be writing any backend code or any controller code for now, but yes, we will be designing it for today. So how we will be creating component with a select list, with a drop down list. Then we'll be creating a button for search with blue in color and white in text. Then we'll be creating one more button with blue in text and white in uh, color. So this is what we'll be creating today. How it this will if you zoom it out, it will look like this. So let's create this component right now. This will be the last exercise for today and last topic for today. So and I'll be explaining all the code from the first line to the end of the to the I'll simply cover all the lines of the code. So, so I have two lightning two developer org open with me. One is lightning training dev 1 and the second one is lightning training 2. So I already have the code written in my first developer org, so I'll be simply copy pasting it from here, and I'll be showing you how to write those here. So open your developer console. I hope you are following me here. Open your developer console. Since this is a lab exercise, you do not have to stare at the screen. You can simply follow my instruction, or you can simply follow me here. Open your developer console, click on file, select new, and there you need to select lightning component. A dialog box should open asking for lightning component name and description. So simply give your lightning component name as car search form. You can give the description as well, whatever you want. Car search form lightning component. Then again, optionally we can select these interfaces where we want to show it. So again, for now I'm selecting the lightning page and lightning record page just to use my component inside a lightning app builder. I hope you remember these two checkboxes are required to use your lightning component inside a app builder, which we discussed yesterday. Guys, please follow this session thoroughly and do your hands-on every day, because the session will happen every weekday till the next 3 weeks. So it's it uh, it should be good if you follow me throughout the session. Else if I cover some topic tomorrow and you do not do your hands on today, it may be hard for you to understand those topics tomorrow. So, so as soon as I click on submit, I got this default code. So it will include all my three interfaces that I have selected there. First is available for all page types. That makes your component available for record home pages, not record home pages, for your home pages. And second is available for record home. So this is what making your component available for record home, or we can say record page. And the third one is force dot has record id. We did not select it, but if you select the second checkbox for record home page, it will automatically implement this interface as well. I'll We will talk in detail about these interfaces in later sessions, but for today, let's keep in mind like these three interfaces are required to deploy your component using a lightning app builder. So I have the code with me in my other developer org. I'll simply copy pasting it from there. just the markup. I'll be simply removing few things from here just to make sure we are using only those things which we need. Let me just remove all these things. Okay, what did we miss? Okay, so this is how your component should look like. So let me just reduce the size a bit. So this is the complete code of your component. If you'll see the output of it, you will see the same output that I'm showing you on the slides. So what this particular code does, if you let us go through line by line. So the first line is about your Aura component or Lightning component. So this is a mandatory line that a Lightning framework automatically writes for you as soon as you define a Lightning component. If you'll remove this line, that means the Lightning framework will not recognize that following code is inside a Lightning component. So you cannot remove this line. Second thing is the implements attribute. So that tells us like what kind of interfaces you have implemented in this Lightning component. Your interfaces will allow you to deploy your Lightning component across the Salesforce ecosystem. So whatever you will implement here will define like where you can deploy your component inside a Salesforce ecosystem, whether you can use it in a Lightning app builder page, whether you can use it in a Lightning experience page, or on a Salesforce mobile app, or in a community or Lightning standalone page. So these are the things that define it to make it available for your uh, make it available your Lightning component to use inside a Salesforce ecosystem. Let me remove this. This is a different one. We do not need this one. So now I have included flexi page available for record home, and force has record ID. That means your Lightning component will be available to use on record home pages or record pages. Second thing is Lightning layout. So what is a Lightning layout? So if you heard about the div tags that we used to use to define your normal UI, or if so, let's say if you want to create different section on your UI, you need to use Lightning layout. So a Lightning layout is a top level component which can include Lightning layout item. So Lightning layout means you are defining a layout. Inside that, how you want to define it will be decided by Lightning layout item. So so let's say what we want to do. We want to create a UI such like this, where a select list, or we can say drop down list, will be coming up beside two buttons. So that's what we want to do here. So what we are doing, we are creating a Lightning layout, so which will be ending here. So everything is written inside a Lightning layout. So from line 3 to line 18, everything we have written is inside a Lightning layout. So inside a Lightning layout, we have created two layout item. One is for your select list. So if you see this layout item, it includes your Lightning select. So one layout item is displaying your select list, and the second layout item is displaying your two of your buttons. Remove this one as well. We do not need Aura if as of now. So the first layout item is using select a list to show on the screen. The second one is using two buttons to show up. So we have not defined so like how they should be how they should render on the screen. So by default, if you do not define, if you want to see it in the vertical or horizontal mode, it will simply include all the layout items in the horizontal mode. So that's what we want to see here. So we want all these components on the horizontal mode right after each other. So if you know swings in Java, it's called flow layout. So we want to create a flow layout here where every component will be included on the page until unless there is a horizontal space available. So this is how we will be doing it. Also we have making sure the horizontal align is center. So that's why both of these your lightning select list and these buttons are coming in center. They are not coming either on left or right. So this is how it is being decided using this attribute. The padding attribute inside a lightning item is being used how much padding you want to give around a particular component. So if you see here, I have included two lightning component, but there is a small gap between those. So this is coming from the padding of that particular component. Then this is the lightning select component that I'm using to generate this drop down. You can check more about it in the Suite.app. Please make this Suite.app as your guide here. Everything you want to learn should come here. So I'll check all these components that I'm explaining in the Suite.app as well. But first let me explain this. So after this lightning select, you are using this options tag. So option tag will allow you to include all the options that you want to show inside a lightning select. So let's say if you want to click on this drop down list, so those drop down list item will be coming using your option value. So let me create few option value here. Let's say best one, or let's say car type is sports car. And let's say luxury car. So I have created three options for you. One is all types, second is sports car, and third is luxury car. So these all should come inside a drop down list. After this, the first lightning layout item is being closed, and we are initiating another lightning layout item with two lightning button inside it. One is called search and the second one is called new. If you see, the variant of these two are different. So one of them is having variant as brand. So if you see, the variant brand will give you this kind of look and feel with uh, blue in color and white as in text. If you use the neutral variant, I'm not sure if that is given here. Neutral is not, yeah, neutral is there. So if you see this second type of button, which is called neutral, which is blue in text color and white in as a component color, is coming by simply including uh, variant as neutral. And yeah, that's it. So this is how we have designed this particular UI. Let's go through these items in Suite.app as well. So simply copy this lightning layout, go to your Suite.app, paste those here, and click on lightning layout. So here you will see lot many examples like how to design different kind of layouts. So if you see how to design this vertical align center, how to design a horizontal align spread, and how to design a UI kind of this with a header bar and uh, three side two sidebar along with the main component or main screen. So you will see all these examples from lightning colon layout. So explore this by your own today. Design a excuse me, design a layout by yourself, and you can show those to your colleagues and everyone, like, okay, this is what I designed, just to get them excited about it. But mm, uh, the main point is you should do the hands on about this so that you will get a uh, good pick on this on the next coming sessions. And the second component we have used is lightning layout item. So you can simply go to Suite.app and you will see the lightning layout item as well. So so using lightning layout item also, you can it will give you different examples along with CSS that it is using and everything to design different kind of lightning layout item with 33% width, like three components on the horizontal bar, maybe 4 components on the horizontal bar, and like this. So different kind of UI you can design using lightning layout item as well. We need to keep that in mind. Lightning layout is the parent component, and you need to include lightning layout item inside lightning layout only. You cannot directly use lightning layout item without even using lightning layout. Then we have already seen lightning button multiple times, so I think no need to see this again in suite.app. Just save this component, and let's see the output of this one. So this is a different org. So we I need to create the page here again. So let me go on my contact tab. So we'll not see the same kind of let me create a new contact. And this is what we are seeing as a standard UI. So in my previous org, I have removed all these things and simply included a highlight icon and the record detail page here. But this is a different org, and let me change the page here. Simply click on your gear icon, click on edit page. Now again, it's up to you how you want to design it. So let it come. So you know what we will do. Alongside activity chatter, let's create one more tab. So simply click on this parent tab. You will be seeing a add tab button here, and in the add tab button, just specify. Just click on the tab and click on the drop down item and select custom here, and give it the name of your component, car search firm. Or maybe if you do not want to include it here because uh, uh, it does not have the proper width that we want to show on the screen. So just let's remove this one and include a tab on this main screen component. Here we will include the component. Follow the same steps. Click on custom and give car search forum. So it will create a tab for you here. You see this car search forum. Click on this car search form, and you will see a screen saying add your components here. So now you on your component on your custom component list on the left hand side, you should be seeing car search form there. Simply drag it and drop here and click save. And then again, as it asked yesterday as well, assign it to as org default for now and save it. Go back. We need to refresh the page. Okay, we don't need to refresh it. Okay. So if you see alongside this related details news, I have one more tab called car search form. Inside this, I have got my new component here. So we have created this UI with the select list, with a button, and with 2 buttons. So one of them is blue in color, and the second one is kind of white in color. So and we have included that on your uh, contact page as well. And as we defined 3 options here, so you are getting 3 options here, so you can select any of those. For now this component is not doing anything since this is a normal markup, or we can say since this is a normal UI page. So nothing will happen if you click on these buttons or if you select anything here, but we will be writing the code for these in further sessions. So I hope you understood the component code. Please go through each and every component by yourself as well in the suite.app. This is the best place you can find the examples and the output of the component. I'll keep on repeating myself here. Please use suite.app as much as you can. This should be your one-stop shop about each and every lightning component. And one more thing that I want to show you, as we have created our custom component, they should also show up here. So what we have created a car search form, right? So let's refresh this page. Let it pick the new component from my org, and you should be able to see those. Oh, it's not picking. Where is it? Where is it? Reload it. It should pick up. Ah, not sure what is happening, but it should pick up. Am I looking in the yeah, let's check it here. Yeah, it does pick up all your components, all your custom components as well, like this. So like this is a custom component called card location. It does pick it up, and it does show the attributes and everything here. So again, so this suite.app displays all your out of the box component along with your custom components as well. Use it as much as you can whenever you need it. So I guess that's pretty much it for today. Let me see, what do we have. So we have designed this component by simply including 4 or 5 lines of code in your Lightning component markup. I hope you have understood the code and the component that we have included in that one. So now, what should you do before the next session? So what you should do before you join the next session tomorrow? So first of all, you need to do hands-on on style sheet. Create a test component, apply as many style sheet as you want, create as many scenario as you want. As few of them asked like about the top level component, how to apply style sheet on the top level component, how to override it using a nested component, and all this scenario. That's why ask you guys to ask as many questions, because we get the scenarios from you itself. So everybody will learn when you will ask the question. So you can use this forum to ask the question. You can even go to this link, go to this forum. I have seen few people have asked the questions here, and I've seen few of them are answering the questions as well. I see Raghu is answering many of the questions here. So he's going to every question, is he's picking. If he knows the concept, he's answering here. So use this forum to ask the question, guys, because it's very important for you to ask the question. Okay. So the next thing is create your car search form component by yourself, and then host it in the same way, the way I have hosted it. Create a new tab in your contact record page and host your component there. Then the third one is, as I'm saying, please use this forum section to ask your question. If you are not able to ask those uh, on during the session itself, please use this forum to ask those questions. And in the end, as I always say, please spread your knowledge with others as well. Whatever you will make, uh, take a screenshot. And what I would say, use this forum to uh, send those screenshots to me, like what you have created today. So that will make me that will also, I'll try to include those posts on the blog, like this is what you have created along with your username. So whatever you create, give it a title, and take a screenshot, post that to me, and I'll show them on the blog post. If you don't want to do this, please create, at least create those create do this hands-on, create these things, and show this to your colleagues and everyone, so that they also get excited about the lightning session. As I'm saying, like lightning is future, everybody needs to learn this. And sneak peek of tomorrow, what we'll be doing, we'll be creating a standalone lightning application. Till now we are using lightning app builder to create our to deploy our lightning components, but tomorrow we'll be creating a standalone application as well, and we will be deploying a lightning component there as well. The second thing is using component inside a lightning application. We'll be doing that. Then we'll be learning about component attributes. So how to make your component dynamic, so you can do that using attributes. So we'll be learning about that. And we'll be learning about expressions as well, like your if else conditions and your iteration and loops and everything. So this is the thing that we'll be learning tomorrow. These are the topics that they will be covering tomorrow. Now let's say, let me open the floor for questions. Now we don't have any time left, but yes, I think I can take the question for next 5 to 10 minutes. So please do ask a question if you have any.
Yeah, Manish, I have three options for the select item,
Mhm,
but and I have placed this component on the contact record page, and
mhm.
by default it is showing up the luxury car, which is the third option. So may I know the reason for this behavior?
Okay, okay. So by default, what it picks the last. If you do not specify option value here that you want to display, that you want to select by default, it will pick up the last option here. So as you
Oh,
have defined the last option as luxury car, it is picking up those. It is picking up luxury car as your default option, but you can define which option you want to display as by default. You can define that. We will be seeing the that in further sessions.
sure. But I think in your case, it is still displaying all types as a
No, no,
default,
no,
right?
no, no, no. It's displaying as luxury car here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, see, if you see, if I come on car search form, it is displaying as luxury car.
Oh,
I need
okay,
to select all types here.
okay.
Yeah.
And the only reason why we are, I mean, why you have created two different layout items is just to segregate the select item and the two buttons, right?
Yes, yes. So let's say one of the reason that could be like, let's say if you want to display your select list uh, on the very left. So let's say if you want to select your display list on the very left and you want to display your buttons on the very right. So you need to segregate these into two different layout items, right? But here what I did, I simply included both of them in the same center position, and then I, apart from that, what I given the padding on your layout item as well. So the padding will give you the where is that, the padding will create a difference between these two components. So if you see, there is a uh, big space between your select list and your search button, but there is not much difference between your search button and new button. So this is coming from the padding.
Okay, makes sense, Manish. Yeah, thank you.